Hey guys, welcome to That Pedal Show. Dan here.
Mick here, hello.
So Mick, we are in our new, what we call this? New man cave?
Yes, yes. We went to home base and bought some wood.
We did.
Which you can see here.
Strapped on our tool belts. Gaze lovingly into each other's eyes.
Anyway, yes, we've given the place a bit of a spruce up.
We did.
We might also have some, like, new branding or something. Nice. And this is all for all the videos after today.
That's
because
right.
the video that you're about to see is the last video that we did last year.
Yep, and it'll be the last video on this current channel.
Yes, because there's a new channel. Please go there and please subscribe. The link is below.
We're heading over to our brand new Pedal Show channel.
Which you can find here.
Or here.
Or here.
So if you head over to that channel and subscribe, that would be fantastic.
Yes,
and
please subscribe.
All of our new videos will be there.
Yeah, apart from, in just over a week, we're jetting off to California to go to the NAMM show.
And for those of you who don't know what the NAMM show is, it's the largest trade show for music gear in the world. It's basically just paradise. It's just fantastic.
People have long speculated about what NAMM stands for.
Oh.
Not available, maybe May.
Can't wait. It's in Anaheim. What else is in Anaheim?
Disneyland!
Disneyland! It's going to be wicked. Don't tell my kids. So, yeah, so we're going to do some videos, especially for Anderton's, our mates over at Anderton's Music. So it'll be That Pedal Show.
Yeah, on Anderton's TV. Anderton's
Wicked.
have asked That Pedal Show to do their effects coverage for NAMM, so we'll be doing that, and we'll be taking along our friend Danish Pete as well, so it'll be a little jolly jaunt over to America.
But for now,
Yes.
back to this week's video.
Yes, which was filmed last year, which was 2015. It's now 2016, just in case you're wondering. Let's fuzz.
Let's fuzz. Hey guys, welcome to That Pedal Show. Dan here.
Mick here, hello.
Mick, today we're talking about fuzz.
Okay, a lot of people have asked for this.
Yes.
So this is a fuzz primer.
It is. So, right, what is fuzz? Fuzz, when we're talking about different levels of gain, you've managed to make a stool squeak. So, when we're talking about different levels of gain, okay, and we've got the soft clipping overdrive pedal, okay, we've got the
soft clipping,
and we've got the distortion pedal that adds in those odd order harmonics. When we get to fuzz, what we're talking about is a square wave, all right, and super saturated, super compressed, at the very sharp edges of the fuzz. So I thought I'd take you through some classics, some old ones, some nice new ones, and give you a few different flavors. Okay.
So we're going to go from 1962, whatever it was, to...
Yeah, so we actually have one of the first commercially available fuzzes ever. This is the Maestro Fuzz-Tone FZ-1A. It was the first fuzz pedal that ever appeared on a hit record. And that hit record was... Ready?
Yep.
So... just awful. So
that is quite a sharp sound.
It is.
I'm just gonna turn that mic down a little bit because we're speaking a little bit there.
Are we? All right. When these were first marketed, they were marketed as a way for your guitar to sound like a saxophone.
Yeah, it sounds just like a saxophone.
Yes. Now, one of the stories about this particular, with the FZ-1A, when Keith Richards was in his room recording the guitar parts to this song, what he was actually doing was laying down his orchestration for the horn parts.
Oh, yeah, because
So-
it's a harmony, isn't it? The
Yeah.
first melody bit.
It was only, from what I understand, it was only ever meant to be a demo.
Right.
And if you listen to the song, you can hear him click the pedal on and off,
Awesome.
right? But then one thing led to another, and it was released. Hang on. Right. So, yeah, it was only ever meant to be a demo as far as Keith was concerned. But then one thing led to another. It was released, and so we have the Maestro Fuzz-Tone, the very first ever hit record. It was recorded before that, but that's the first big hit that we know of with the fuzz pedal on. Okay, so that's the Fuzz-Tone. Let's hear it with the Strat.
Oh, that's the neck pickup as well.
So you'll notice really susceptible to your volume control.
Yeah.
Okay. All of these are the same. So then we get to the fuzz face. Now we have the mini Band of Gypsys fuzz face here, and it's a silicon fuzz face. With the fuzzes, it's quite a simple circuit. All of these, the circuits are quite simple, all right. But there's small changes that make them into what they are, and the different sorts of transistors that they use have a massive impact on the way.
Yeah, and
sounds.
we've looked at mini fuzz faces and big fuzz faces before. Decided that this one sounds really good, but isn't as responsive off the volume pot as some of the older ones. Because obviously they've had to miniature. Well, there's not much in the circuit anyway, as you just said.
Yeah.
But that's a very modern design, isn't it? But it's the Jimi Hendrix one, so it does have that kind of spitty.
Yeah. There we go.
Sweet. I love that.
Really lovely with single coils. Really nice.
Yeah.
Okay, moving along. Then we go to the Big Muff. So, as we talked about before, the Big Muff special.
Yes, we did a whole video on Muff style fuzzes, and I think we concluded that apart from we concluded that sounds the best.
This
didn't
was,
we?
yeah, this is pretty awesome. This one. Now you can hear the similarities because the reality is the designs of the fuzz circuits they're not a million miles apart. There was that square wave thing, but it's the small shifts in EQ and some of tighter bottom end and some of more pronounced mid range and it's that really make them what they are.
But I think where a lot of people almost dismiss fuzz and say, "Oh, I can't use fuzz; it's too horrible." That, to me, just sounds like an aggressive distortion pedal, a brilliantly aggressive distortion pedal.
Yeah, it's very colourful, loads of harmonics, and so let's try with the Strat.
Great,
Beautiful.
just brilliant.
Beautiful.
Love that.
Okay, we're now looking at the old ProCo RAT. So this is one from the the 80s.
So why have you got this in with fuzz pedals then?
Because it is a fuzz. The
Right.
circuit, it is actually a fuzz pedal.
Right.
You know. So.
Just AB with the big muff? Cause it's not, yeah. I mean, of all the big muff clones I've ever tried, that's, I mean,
Yeah, you're right. Now try the big muff.
the second one was the rat.
Second one was the rat.
Yeah, I love it.
Nice, isn't it?
Love it, love
Yeah,
it, love it, love
That's
it.
a really, really good sounding one. Okay, this wedge-shaped thing here, it's an old fuzz design. It was called the Buzzaround. A really interesting sounding, really aggressive fuzz. Really great with humbuckers. That's sweet.
You can hear it smashing it, can't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's great.
kind of almost like what the Fuzz-Tone was trying to do and not having whatever it needed to do it.
Have a go on the Strat.
Just love the way it's like breaking. It's just. And gated.
Yeah.
And nothing sounds better than. Ah! That's awesome. Come in, Mr. Steinhardt. It's time for your appointment.
Is it safe?
Yeah. How are you feeling this week?
How's the anxiety? Is it any better?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I like that. I like that.
It's really fantastic. So yeah, it's so this is from Pigdog. This is their Pigdog Fuzzbound, I think it's called, which is the copy of their Buzzaround.
Yeah,
Just
we
an
did.
Awesome sounding
Some
thing.
months back, we did look at quite a few Pigdog fuzzes,
Yeah,
didn't we?
yeah, really great. So now this is another one of theirs. This is the Mark II. So when the tone bender came out, and Vox came out with the tone bender, this is the Mark II tone bender, and just an absolutely killer sounding. I think this was your favourite at the time.
It's like it's got the squash and the breaking down thing that the wedge of cheese one has got, but it's louder and fatter and fuller and angrier and.
I've got the Strat. So we've just finished recording the Dumble one, where the pedals with the clarity and everything, and this is just the absolute polar opposite. Yeah, it's just a joyful, glorious noise.
Yeah.
You know, you can but you can hear the character of each of these pedals, and they really they're so different, but they have that thread of that square wave where everything is just it is compressing and just really being. Slamming the rail so hard, and that's what's creating those tones. It's
and
really
right
fantastic.
into the Marshall, of course.
Right into the Marshall, so good. Okay, quick chat about the amp. So it's a 20 watt plexi, basically. It's the made by Mallard, but it's the basically an exact copy of that old 20 watt plexi sound. Actually. Have schwang and you'll hear just the amp by itself.
Yeah.
That's that sound. That's spongy. So that's the amp. Now, this is an old Duo Fuzz. This is from the 70s. So when this company called Shin-ei were making a bunch of really cool things, and Rose Morris commissioned them to make a fuzz pedal. Shin-ei.
Shin-B.
Thank you for that. So Rose Morris commissioned Shin-ei to make a bunch of fuzz pedals.
By the way, we were going to get a name drop gong. So I'll just demonstrate this. Dan, who have you been speaking to this week?
I've been speaking to Stephen Wilson. I've been speaking to Paul Stacey. Awesome.
So there you go. That's how that works.
So
we'll try not to overuse it.
Okay. This is the Shin-ei. This is the Duo Fuzz. So.
Yeah.
Rose Morris commissioned a bunch of fuzz pedals.
Was it Shaftesbury, didn't they? Was that the
Shaftesbury Duo Fuzz?
Yeah.
So exactly. So it's the Shaftesbury Duo Fuzz commissioned from.
Because, and I'm sorry to interrupt you again, but this was just all a free-for-all, wasn't it?
Oh my word.
I mean, everyone was, basically, somebody came out with a fuzz circuit and then everyone nicked it and made their own copy. And that's why you've got so many different tone benders, so many different fuzz face types. And
the idea of a distorted guitar was just so alien. I think until guys like Ray Kroc came along, and one of the really early recorded distorted guitar, and people heard guys like Pete Townsend from The Who, and loads of guys, they heard that sound and it just connected with them. And when you hear it today, it seems so tame, but back then it was such a massive thing. And then, when someone came up with a circuit to purposely distort the sound, it was such an alien concept. But when they realised, hey, there's a market for this, everyone just went nuts for it. So this is indicative of, 70s, really full-on, very octave-rich Japanese fuzzes. And yes, my good mate Paul Stacey put me onto this, and they're just an absolutely glorious sounding thing. So what you're hearing there is
take your teeth out, isn't it?
But it's all the harmonics that's in there. It is really astonishing.
Makes my teeth go on edge.
Have a go.
What you need to play for this is some really nice kind of John Mayer-y, you know. Love that. Love that. Oh yeah, back to our semitone.
Oh, yeah. So there you go. It's sort of indicative of the old TheGigRig octave. You know, it's just those octave harmonics everywhere.
Yeah, which you know, can't play. That.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that's a range of oldie worldy style fuzzes. We have a couple of new ones here. So Cog Effects, they build a Tarkin fuzz, and this thing is really fantastic. Comes in two sides, but you stack them. So meaty and dirty and really great. And then my mate Mike Van Aert is just one prog guitar player of the year.
Yeah.
You know, so you may know him from playing with Biffy Clyro,
right?
But he also
that's him.
Yeah,
okay,
that's him.
yeah,
but he also
yeah.
plays with Oceans. His band is Ocean Size, and
that's him too.
That's him. That's him.
Excuse
so
my ignorance.
He's the
little bit of hiss coming there.
That's the gain from the fuzz. I can turn it off. So when Biffy go touring, they use Mike as a guitar player, but he's the guy from Motion Size. And anyway, wonderful creative guitar player, and this is his the fuzz that he designed with the guys from Green Carrot Pedals.
Yeah,
and it is awesome. Again, it's a two-sided fuzz, but you stack them, and you get craziness.
That's brilliant.
Have a go. Killer.
Love that.
Nice, isn't it?
Absolutely love that.
Andy at Green Carrot Pedals, he's brilliant. And, he's so particular about the way he designs. But the thing about the fuzz circuit, because it's such a simple circuit, it's quite easy to, make small changes to it and, find different sounds. Mike, over at Analog Man, he's one of the... his Sunface, for example, which is his Fuzzface clone, just astonishing sounding Fuzzface clone. And the way that he matches his transistors, and, he hunts the world.
Really?
Unbelievable for these specific transistors. And the guys that are really into their fuzzes are really, really into their fuzzes,
like anything.
Yeah,
Like we were talking about in the Dumble
Yeah.
video earlier. Well, I say Dumble, the pedals that purport to sound a bit like Dumble video earlier. Yeah, and it's just how far down that rabbit hole do you want to go? And I guess fuzz is just as wide and as interesting as any other type of overdrive pedal or distortion pedal.
Yep, it's one of those things that you might hear it on the record and hunt down exactly what that was, and just finding things that connect with you. Like for example, like the Mark II for me.
Yeah.
Especially with humbuckers, the Les Paul is just fantastic, and the Buzzaround. You know, love them. But the Duo Fuzz for that crazy octave thing, just wonderful. But even the Fuzz-Tone, even that crazy.
It might sound better on the video than it does at like 160
right in
dB
your ear
or
hole.
whatever it is right in my ears.
But it's unique and it has its own thing, and I like that. Anything that's got its own character and that I think is really cool.
Yeah. So there's one thing left to do, I think.
Oh, we have to do this, don't we? Okay.
Is this doable?
It is doable. Okay, and you're going to do it.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So. And off we go. Brilliant. So there you go.
That was for those of you who like all the pedals on at once. It's a usable sound.
Yeah. There you go, guys. I really hope you enjoyed that. Well, actually, so what have we learnt, Mick? We've learnt that there's a thread, but there's definitely each one has its own individual character, and some sound better with single coils, some work really well with humbuckers.
Yeah. And for me, saying you don't like fuzz is a bit like saying you don't like delay or you don't like reverb. It's crazy. It's such a wide palette of stuffs. And if you don't like fuzz because you don't like fuzz face, well,
exactly.
Try a Big Muff.
Yeah.
Try a Fuzz-Tone. Try an octave. Try one of the modern variants thereof, because it's a great world. The big surprise for me has been the Rat. I didn't realise it was as fuzzy as it was.
Yeah, very fuzzy.
But that doesn't sound anything like the Rat that I know.
Yeah, so it still uses the LM308 op amp, but the design is, it's definitely, when you into those levels of distortion, it's definitely square wave, definitely a fuzz, but very cool sounding thing. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and we will see you next week.
Bye bye.
Cheers, guys. Bye.